Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Final episode
Yeah,
of
so,
Ted Lasso.
mm. I like the ending of Ted Lasso.
Same.
I think it ended the way that we expected it to. It's
Yeah.
another good ending. It's weird that we're getting all these good
Yeah.
endings,
Yeah. Yeah.
like two in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that yeah.
That wasn't a
The show
That wasn't a
after the
series finale, though. I mean, see, that was.
yes, it wasn't. Did you notice that? So on the Apple website, it does not say series finale.
Doesn't it?
It's season. It's season.
I'm happy if they end that show here. 3 seasons
Same.
was perfect. The way they wrapped it up was perfect.
Mm,
Can't ask them for anything more.
yeah.
Like they fucking killed this shit, and they did it in 75 minutes, which is
Yeah.
like is quite short for a finale. Like Succession done threw that into hour and a half territory.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a
Because I didn't
90-minute
feel it.
episode. Nah, because they broke it up nicely. And
Yeah.
that last bit was tense, and you were just like grinding your teeth through it. Oh fuck! So yeah, I mean, Ted Lasso it tackled a couple of things. This last episode, I thought it was going to be a lot more dour and sour and kind of sad, but this
Mm,
episode, much and weirdly, much like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, was like the celebration.
mm,
They knew that we were kind of like it had to give us enough to love them, but not to feel bad that they were leaving. And
mm.
everyone's character arcs, progressions, like their story threads are all just like perfectly tied up. Everyone down to fucking Colin. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And all it took was like, but a like 2-second little kiss there.
Yeah.
But it was enough.
You know what was crazy though?
But
Did you see what Apple did? So there's the scene where they put the video on, yeah,
yeah.
and you see stuff from like the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
You know what they're doing?
What?
They're prompting people to go back
Mm.
and rewatch. It's quite smart.
Yeah.
Quite
Yeah.
quite smart. Because there's a lot of moments in there where I was like, I remember that
Mm.
and that.
Yeah.
That was mad. That was hilarious. Fuck it, I'm gonna just watch the show again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even down to the bet that they have about offside.
Yes. Yes.
Like that,
Everything was paid off.
yeah. Um it did have its sad moments. Like, don't ever play Cat Stevens in your final 3 minutes of your
Amazing.
show, and you will fuck me up forever. Like
Mm.
Guardians 2 did this. I know that it's weird that I'm referencing Guardians for a soccer show or a football show, but Guardians 2 played that shit at the end when Yondu dies.
Yeah, that shit fucks me up every
What did
time.
they play?
Father and
They
son.
played the same song.
Yeah.
They do too.
I'm old, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the line in there when he's like, when I was old enough to talk, I was ordered to listen. I was just like, even right now, I mean, the shit, like, just about all roads lead to home.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Mm.
God damn.
I love the chat.
It's getting me.
That what's her name? Rebecca has with Ted, where she's like, this is your home. This could be your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another sort of future, but he knows that's not right for him.
No. Maybe, I mean, we don't know. I mean, if Ted, his son could be the first US player to get drafted into the Premier League. Like, we don't know.
That's true. I was thinking, what if they did like an old man Ted show? But then I was like, just with that conversation, it was almost like for Ted, it wasn't about the glory, the success, just like how he is in the show. You win, you lose,
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? It's how you are as a person going through this life and how you handle it.
Yeah.
And for him, like success was at home coaching his son through a home game soccer match.
Yeah.
It was just it was a fire sort of outcome. The only thing that I didn't like about this episode, and it's more an aesthetic, not an aesthetic, but just like a technical nitpick. Some of those soccer shots were all cutouts,
Yes.
and you could see it. That's the only thing that I didn't like. You could see it clearly, and I know that they did it because of spoilers and whatnot, because they would have shot during like a West Ham game and stuff. So not to give anything away, because people prowl that shit like crazy. There's just snoopers everywhere.
They were at the their flags were posted up at the game where what's his face won their premier or their Champions League, I think. No, Ted's talking about it in the show.
The Premier League that they play.
No. The Premier League is the top. Yeah.
The Premier League is where they're at now. Then they go to the Champions League.
They go to Champions League. Yeah. But they got demoted from the Premier League to the Champion League.
To the Championship.
Championship.
Yeah.
That's what he was talking about. I think Ryan Reynolds' team, Wrexham, won the championship.
Yep.
So I think they go up now.
I think so. So Wrexham are lower than.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they're lower than Richmond. So I think they're 2 lower than Champions. I think so. They've just gone up. So I think now they got to get to Champions, and then they can go to. Sorry, then they got to get to Championship, and then they can go to Premier.
And then they play in the Champions League.
Yes. Yeah. I know. It confuses the fuck out of me.
These people invented the language.
Yeah. They're saying as champions, they'll be promoted to the English Football League, League 2, to be specific.
Jeez.
Okay.
This is why I get confused when Paramount Plus has like 8 games of soccer in the one time. Like, don't they play just the one fucking league? You know what I mean? But because it's like all different, like promo, like branding and shit like that. I'm like,
Yeah.
looks a bit weird.
Yeah. It's the same with esports as well. They'll have a Challenger League and then a Pro League, and then you'll have your World League, things like that.
Fucking hell.
There's just a lot of football.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Which I'm not mad at.
Nah.
Like, ever since the World Cup, like, I've been like, yeah, I could probably watch this sport. UFC is currently the only sport I watch.
I don't watch any sport. To be honest, like the closest I get is rugby. Like when that World Cup's on, like that's
It's a Rugby World Cup this year.
uh,
Same year as the Olympics, yeah?
I think it's Olympics, Football World Cup, and then Rugby World Cup. Something like that.
We had the World Cup last year, the Soccer World Cup, Football World Cup.
Yeah, it's this year, September 8th.
This year, yeah.
Oh shit, where is it? Fuck. The last one was in Japan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just looking now. France.
We won.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they take place at the Stade de France, north of Paris.
Wee.
I don't know. That's going to go with all the fucking riots and whatnot. They're going to go with it. Come to Australia, boys.
Something for the people.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the ending for Lasso. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Can't wait. Can't wait to watch all them hits again.
it is a really rewatchable show.
It is.
And watching this last episode, you can see why they diverted a lot of their attention to other players within this season. You know what I mean? There's a lot of we said it every week. There's so much bitching and moaning about this show, but the payoff is beautiful.
One of the better endings we've had for a show. Some shows don't know how to end.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
Yeah.
It's not like a Breaking Bad that knew, okay, well, Walter White has to die. All right, cool. So eventually we know where he starts as a school teacher that starts selling meth, and we know where he ends, and then we just need to fill in the middle, and we're good.
Yeah. And that's where the shit really heats up, is the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
I just wanted to say with Lasso, like, those two Manos, Beard, what's his name? Is it Brendan Daly or something?
Yeah.
And
Brendan Daly.
and Sudeikis, like
Mm.
from them O's just using their real life experience as, like, you know, a comedy troupe in Amsterdam to pulling it through like that NBC or ESPN skit that they did to transforming it into Ted Lasso. It's like, just that journey is unbelievable.
Mm.
Like, we're really lucky to get that shit.
Yeah.
Because at one point, Ted Lasso was not on the cards.
Well, I mean, can you imagine? I think I spoke about it before, but do you think that Warner Brothers is just kicking themselves
Badly.
for selling to Apple? Can you imagine if they had Lasso over there at Max now? Max.
Be Max Entertainment.
Yeah. Fucking idiots.
But at the same time, Apple is now renowned for doing a 3-season arc. I'm pretty sure Max would have just raped this Russian for every ruble.
We need 5 seasons or 6
Minimum.
seasons. This is going to be the Game of Thrones of the football world. Like, hey, nobody's sit down, Mrs. Aslak. Stop standing on the desk. It's not fucking Discovery over here.
Get this man another juice box. Fucking hell. And uncompress his puffer vest.
Always in that puffer vest.
It's the puffer vest and combat boots combo that is fucking dangerous because he wears that shit in the corporate offices.
Jesus. I can see him. I swear, at that speech at bloody in Boston the other day, I swear he had it on underneath.
Underneath the
Like
suit.
a security blanket.
Just checks if the vest is still there. Oh my god. Like, there's no need for steel caps in the office.
Not going to war.